Cool. So we're in the mate corner, and one thing I wanted to do today is to make my favorite cold mate at the moment. So preferably, mine at the moment is Armino, the classic. Some ice water. I've just been using my water bottle because it's convenient, because I'll just go and drink, and then, when I leave, and then when I come back, I like to put whipped honey in mine. Not really much of a dulce drinker, but when it comes to warm mate, but yeah, anyways, cold mate, it's delicious and really refreshing because it's super hot outside. And then my last ingredient is not coffee, but once I put it in, maybe I'll do one of those annoying YouTube things where I won't tell you what it is, but I'll tell you what it is when I put it in. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of set this bombisha. You do it, I don't know, it's just like any other mate. Set the bombisha on the bottom. I like to put a little ice in there because it makes like a baby barrier. We'll open up the Armino. And I frustratingly film everything with one hand, so hopefully that's not frustrating as a viewer, but anyways, we'll put it in there. Pour some in. And I'll just preface this, like, this is in no way a traditional mate. It's just what I've done, and my experience with mate, as I've spoken on the channel before, is like Argentine mate, which is basically just tang and ice and something like that, pipore, or amanda, I don't know, like CBC, which is hardly mate at all in my opinion, but anyways, you have that. I like to let it kind of set, so that will build like a little baby mound in this cup. And then the secret ingredient. So what I like to do is I like to harvest dandelions. I harvest dandelions and then I roast them up in the oven. And then I put that in there as like a little topper. And that will soak in, and it also gives it like a very complementary color. I really like the color it gives off when you put that in the cold mate. So anyways, salud, happy sipping. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then another thing, like if you're I mean, my house doesn't have AC, but if you live in like a warm place at the moment, that honey that you set on the bottom, it's my theory, like it kind of trickles in. So when you're drinking at the bottom, you'll get little hits of the honey, and you can see, I don't know, it's always interesting to see the mate in a clear cup. Just kind of why I get these little clear old school cups, because they're awesome. I got this one at Goodwill when I was doing like my budget sipper videos or whatever. But anyways, that's kind of my cold setup. Honey, ice, there's some ice at the bottom, roasted dandelion roots, and Armino. So if you're into it, if you're interested, go check it out. See what you like, try something new. All I know is it's kind of hard to drink warm mate during the day, especially during the summer. So go out and maybe try this one. And I guess if you're drinking coffee, maybe you can chuck a little coffee in there. I don't drink coffee, but I'm on my mate stuff. Yeah, happy sipping, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Look out for Armino video. Look out for Pajarito. I have a little bit of that. Yeah, this guy. love this stuff. Pajarito, Arminio. Those are the last two that I purchased. So yeah, some reviews. I've wanted to take my time with these guys, and yeah, I'm 2 kilos in on this one. I think this is my first one. It's not the same as I remember. You know, maybe I was drinking it a little hotter. And